Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Hope you guys been enjoying the content on the channel as of late. Excuse me, my hair is just a mess. Just waking up, just had some breakfast. The family is out for now. So I have a little bit of time before, the house starts to get active again. And I want to do another video revolving the strike. We did a video just literally like 2 days ago about the interim agreements and how I felt about that. So if you guys want to go check that out, you guys can go check that out. But um, I think this will technically, yeah, if there's really anything else, because after this, I really think that I'll be done talking about the strike. Um, because I don't think there's anything else noteworthy to discuss. So after this video, I think that I'll be pretty much done with the strike. I'm pretty sure in a few months' time, the strike will be over. But what is kind of a stupid result from this is delays, which we've been seeing lately. Sony's been delaying a lot of their stuff. A lot of other companies are delaying their stuff. Warner Brothers might be pulling out this year. And I think that, because I'm just going to keep this brief because there's not a whole lot to discuss here, because I think it's pretty definite how I feel about it, and pretty cut dry, pretty straight to the point. I think that the reasoning behind the delays, because we all know that why things are getting delayed, it's because of the strike, and I think Netflix just delayed a bunch of their shit as well. And some have made it clear that it is due to the strike, and some are just flat out just denying it. And we all know that it all correlates to the strike in some form or manner. And I think that reason, if that reason is the reason why you are delaying things, I think that it's just ludicrous to me when you consider, one, what is needed in order to meet these like ridiculous demands the unions are asking. Because I know they're going to start negotiations again in a few months, but you know that the unions are still going to want more. So the studios need to have some more money at their disposal in order to meet these demands. So if there's not enough content out there, that a substantial amount of content out there, there's less chances that the unions will get what they want, and for all this bullshit to be over. So that's one thing, is that, it won't really create much peace per se. Basically, just making it fair, giving a preferential treatment. Basically, it's not going to change things. It's going to just prolong things. And we talked about that a long time ago, in how, the unions don't understand that. And they think that, the corporations are just greedy and they're just being scummy. They have money available. It's like, did you see this summer? And have you seen the past 2 or 3 years? Studios and just generally speaking, Hollywood as an industry has been struggling for the past couple of years. So you can't say that they have all that money around. They don't. So that's one thing that I think about. But the other thing I think about is that just making money in general. Unless the movie is not ready, because that's the only reason that I can think of why you would delay a movie, is that it's just simply not ready. There's no other good reason to delay a movie, in my opinion. You can't delay a movie because, it's a busy summer season. We're worried that it won't make money. Get buried within competition. I think that argument is no longer valid when you consider just the landscape of the theatrical window. We're not in a time where people just run to the theater. We're now in a time where people are very, very selective as to what they watch, and they'll invest into certain movies. And I think that those, that sort of thing is, it comes from a sadistic mindset, or just from being comfortable. So that stems from, a Marvel movie is, a horror movie is, um, like, and like to me, like that's just no longer valid. A busy season is not an excuse to delay a movie. A real reason to delay a movie is that it is not ready. If it's simply not ready, then yes, it makes sense to delay it. But going back to the reasoning of being the strikes happening. If the strikes did really affect movies, explain to me why Barbie just made $1 billion this summer. Explain to me that. How did Barbie make $1 billion if the strike somehow affects movies and people are somehow aware to the strikes and they boycott movies because of the strikes? No one does that, okay? You're thinking about the internet. You're thinking about the small community of people who actually give a shit about this sort of stuff. People, generally speaking, don't even know about the strike. They don't care about the strike. They just want to go see a fucking movie, And to my point, I just made about people that are sadistic, that's also why Barbie made $1 billion. That's why Barbie is the highest grossing film of the summer, because people are fucking sadistic and they just want to. They're morbidly curious to see what the hell Barbie is going to do. Is it going to be a shit show, which is what I thought it was, or is it going to be something of a surprise? That people are just. That's the kind of curiosity, that kind of pool that studios need to dip. That studios need to dip into more if they want to make more money. Because getting too comfortable sometimes, it creates setbacks, and we're seeing that with Disney and Marvel and with other properties, it's time to maybe shake it up a little bit, get a little experimental, but, or, just maybe do original content, but they're never going to do that. So, but I think that the whole idea of the delay is because I knew it was going to happen. They were going to start delaying things. I think that the reasoning behind the delays is just stupid. I don't think that you should be delaying movies because of these strikes. No one gives a shit about the strikes. If that was the case, Barbie shouldn't have made $1 billion. And just the general reasons why the movies get delayed, like I don't subscribe to the idea that a busy season can affect a movie's sales. I don't think that can. I just don't think that argument no longer is valid. Considering just how much the theatrical window has changed, just how much the general consensus of the theatrical experience has changed over the years, and you can thank studios and streaming for that, because it's just been completely different, so like it's not as consistent as it used to, be. So but I think studios needed to be more realistic and not have the unions and just the strike dictate a business decision. That to me is just stupid. Release your movies when they're done, and release your movies because you're confident in the product and you're confident, well, not confidence, just release the movie. Because I honestly don't even buy that, I don't believe that people should be delaying movies because they think it's a bad movie. It's like you're not going to be able to change it, just release it how it is, and hopefully it makes some money. I don't like we're not going to do a Batgirl situation where the studio just pulled out and just said fuck it, we'll just write it off and get some money somehow in a different way. That's not being fair to the creatives. That's also being completely hypocritical to your own process. So I think that the only reason you delay a movie at all is that it simply isn't done. If the VFX are not done, if the edits are not done, if the process itself is not fully completed, you need to delay the movie. But other than that, no. I don't believe in a busy season. I don't believe in... I believe in competition, but I don't believe that idea is valid enough to delay a movie. because I think that this summer illustrates a lot that people will show up to movies that they really want to see. You know, it's not just about, the season. It's not about where the film is. It's literally just curiosity and general interest that ultimately makes money nowadays. You know, it's not like back in 2019 or 2018 where people were flocking to the theater because, like we talked about a long time ago, theaters were the only place to see movies for a very, very long time. But now that streaming is around and studios are using streaming platforms to a certain capacity when releasing their films, people don't feel the need to drive out to the theater every single week to go see the new releases. They become very, very selective as to what they want to watch. And from what I've seen, the things that they want to see are the stem from morbid curiosity or from just general comfort. And sorry, my dryer just went off. So, but that's just why I think. And a strike does not affect anything. The strike does not affect anything. You're allowing the strike to cause changes and stuff like that. You're allowing the strike to have more power. So got to be a little more firm, guys, and just be confident in your product and just release it. So, or just like I said, there's not even confidence that needs to be there. Just release it because that's just the right thing to do. You've already invested into it, and you might as well just finish it. So don't just out yourself and say, "Oh well, the movie's not going to make money." Throw it aside. It's like, no, that's not being fair to the creatives. That's not being fair to the process. That's not being fair to the investors, all that sort of stuff. Like, you need to release it, because that's what was negotiated. So if you delay something, I sincerely hope that it's because it's not ready and not the bullshit of, well, the strike is going on and we don't want, it to affect box office. Go ask Barbie, how they're doing. Yeah. So the strike does not affect movies. It does not. What affects movies is general interest and curiosity. That the measure of that. That's what ultimately makes or breaks box office and creates, hype and stuff for movies. So, yeah. So those are my thoughts on that. It's kind of silly that, that this is happening, but it was going to happen. I knew that we were going to see these delays happening. It's probably going to happen more if this shit doesn't get resolved in the next few months. I've been hearing like Dune 2 might be delayed and a bunch of other things. So yeah, but we'll see what happens, guys. But you guys want to know your thoughts about all this bullshit going on with the strike and the delays. I mean, I don't know. I think it's all silly. I don't see why we have to delay stuff based on individual issues. I don't know how that dictates a financial decision, but whatever. But you guys let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And that's going to be it for me, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. And yep, got more videos down the line, guys. So stay tuned. Got more topic videos coming down the line as well. So stay tuned for that. And that's going to be it for me, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. And until then, I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.